What are you doing with that axe?
I'm gonna frickin'... So today we're doing an update video on all the projects. Which to start off with, since we're at my house, we're gonna start with the Firebird, which as of right now, I've been driving her around town a bit, you know, for the last couple weeks. And let's see, just some things I never showed you guys is I replaced the coolant reservoir tank. I've had to replace the fuel filter just to kind of clean out some of the gunk that's in there. So it's got a fresh
Where's the old one?
Oh yeah, let me
Give
show
them
you
an
guys the old
idea.
fuel filter. Yeah, that's what's come out of this.
That looks yummy.
It looks, yeah, this is what was in the Firebird. It didn't look this bad in there, but it's been sitting for like a week or two now, but very rusty. Very, very rusty.
Now
But
it
the new
looks
one
like
hasn't had
that.
any issues yet.
A little dirt in there, but
That was like some weird stain. I don't know what the heck that was, but it's been fine so far.
Is this just a generic one?
The coolant reservoir?
Yeah.
No,
Because
it's
there's like
the
another
one
piece right
for
there.
it.
What's that for?
It's just because I don't have all the mounts in place. It's supposed to be sitting like differently, but
There's supposed to be like a bracket comes over here or
so,
something.
I don't know, something like that. But things the Firebird needs. It needs brake calipers and rotors and stuff. The front brakes, one of them, the right side front brake doesn't work, so it needs calipers, rotors, pads. I'm saving up to get this stuff for that. It needs, you know, like a lot of basic stuff that I haven't really been bothered to get yet. But like the engine's been running really well. Like she's been running smooth. Obviously not the most powerful thing ever.
How's the
but,
ticking
like,
going?
honestly, the valve tick's gone away quite a bit. Like when it gets warm, you don't hear it at all, which is pretty normal for an old 305. They tick when they're cold sometimes. But yeah, Firebird's been running good.
Did you fix
Transmission, I
that
haven't had
little
any
leak
issues
you
with.
had the other day?
Oh yeah, I was leaking coolant, but it was just a loose clamp.
Did you tighten it?
Yeah, I tightened it. It's been fine since. So yeah, currently I think the next things we're doing on the Firebird are going to be like brakes. That's probably the most important thing I can do next. It's gonna be brakes.
No point of having power if you can't stop.
Yeah, and then maybe some exhaust stuff just for fun, just you know. And then we've got a lot planned for this
And
car.
in the works at the
We've got a
moment.
lot in the works for this car right now, which you guys will see
Probably in a couple
hopefully
months.
in a couple months. Hopefully, I'm hoping in a couple months you guys will see what our plans are for this car. It's gonna be so sick. The Firebird and the 300 are gonna go together so nicely. They're gonna be a nice little pair of cars, and they're gonna look so good together. So now we're gonna go to Zach's house and
What about,
show you guys what's going on with the RB. And oh yeah, we
do you have anything going on with the truck?
So we've got a video planned for the truck. We're like where we do the wheels and tires, where we put these on, and also oil change and some stuff. I've got to get money to do that as well. But overall, yeah, truck and Firebird. That's what's going on with that. So let's go see how the 300's doing. How about? And of course, we got to do an update on the old Rolla. How's the Rolla, Zach?
She's running healthy. She's just,
Besides all the oil it burns.
yeah, running healthy for what it is, but we're gonna need to, somewhat soon, I'm gonna get some sensors so I can get that check engine light off. Because what I'm pretty sure what it is I'm pretty sure, because I don't use a funnel when filling up oil, because
He does it too much?
Yeah, I've gotten pretty good at it, but when I wasn't so good at it, oil got onto, there's two specific sensors that I think oil covered and just destroyed, and I think that's what's throwing the codes right now, are those two sensors.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna replace those here in a little bit. I'm just waiting on money, of course.
As we're broke teenagers.
But other than that, that's all that's really gonna be coming in the works for this car is just the sensors.
And you're gonna get rid of it.
And then I'm probably gonna get rid of it sometime this year.
Yep. So now for the 300 update.
Alrighty, so the sensors that we were talking about, there's one right there. You can see it's kind of caked in oil. You have to come down to there. There's that one, and then there's one, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but like, here it is. I believe it's all the way down there. I don't know if you can see it or not. But yeah, there's two sensors that I've been caking in oil.
Yeah, and then on the transmission, you've been doing a good job cleaning this thing up. Zach's been cleaning the crap out of that thing.
Still a little bit more to do, but I'm almost done.
Get
Been
there.
cleaning up some engine plating. I cleaned up the coil packs just so they're nice and clean, just for my own well-being.
And then I don't know if this update video is coming out before or after, but we got the dipstick back here, so we actually have a functioning dipstick
You
on
want
the
to tell them the funny story about that?
Yeah, so again, I don't know if this is before or after the actual video where we do this comes up, but yeah, we're doing research on dipstick stuff for the RB, and we're like, wait, we can just punch out a little brass pin thing and relocate the dipstick. Because Nissan decided to do that from the factory. They allowed you to do that probably because there were some RB20s that had rear sumps. They just weren't common. So we punched out the brass thing and we were able to fish it out through the oil pan. Again, you guys may have already seen that by now, but yeah, it was an ordeal, but we didn't have to drop the pan, which was really nice. So, Zach, you want to tell them what else we have? What's the next step for the RB?
All right, here you go. So I got something in the mail yesterday, which is going to be a big help. You guys will probably see it in another video. You'll probably end up seeing
No, we can do it. We can show them it today.
Or you're going to see it today. But
or you have already seen it by now, because I don't know if the dipstick video is coming out before or after this, but.
So we took off the water pump, as you can see. We're gonna
that was in a video a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we're going to get a whole new water pump put onto here. Actually, I think that was the video that came out.
Yeah, we already did that.
Yeah.
We already did that.
So I'm getting a whole new water pump because I just don't want to have to deal with any issues. If I put it in, I don't want to immediately have to take it back out because my water pump's not working or I'm having heating issues, and that happens to be the reason why. So I'm going to order a new water pump. I'm getting all new timing gears. The ones at the top are going to be actually looking pretty sick.
They are going to look really sick.
I'm getting some cool looking ones. Getting a whole new timing belt, getting new tensioners. Can't decide if I'm going to take this off yet or I'm going to wait till I go more into the depth with the engine after a little bit of testing with it.
Yeah, because these things are really tight on there.
You have to drill them and then split them in half.
Yeah, so we're debating. We might just inspect the teeth better, see if the teeth are in good shape or not. But
if they're decent enough, then we'll probably just clean it up and let it be. Other than that, we're needing to clean up this side a little bit more. I need to get all new spark plugs. We should be probably starting to clean up the head to get the
gasket material off
ready. And I'm gonna be right now. I'm basically saving up for water pump, all the timing gear stuff. I need to get engine mount and transmission mounts, and I'm also saving up for the intake plenum, which is the part that goes on top, so it doesn't route over it. Instead, it's gonna come out on this side.
Like kind of like the 2Js do.
Yeah, kind of like the 2Js. And then I need to get the exhaust manifold along with the turbo that's gonna go on here.
Yeah. But before we do all the manifolds and stuff, the RB is going to actually have engine mounts made.
Yeah, it's actually going to be sitting in the car.
In fact, it may have engine mounts made before we do any of the timing stuff, to be honest, depending.
It's going to, more than likely. Based on the way I'm going about this.
Okay, where is the new tool?
Oh, we'll have to go grab it. We'll be right back.
Okay, so for the next step of the 300, Zach got us a nice little welder. It's Lincoln Electric, so you know it's going to be at least good. It is a pretty small portable one, but we checked the thickness of metal it can weld, and it'll work good for us. And it is gas powered, so we can do gas or flux core, of course. But
I just don't have the empty gas yet, so we're gonna.
Yeah, but anyway, as far as update goes, the next step on the 300, it might actually be making engine mounts. So stay tuned for that, because engine mounts are coming very soon to a channel near you.
To Channel 7 News.
Do we have anything else to update today?
I'm basically just gonna go on a plan based on what's happening right now. So basically what's happening is we're gonna hopefully within the next couple of weeks, in the next couple of weeks, we're gonna try our best to get engine mounts made because the transmission should mount up to the same place.
It will.
It will mount up to the same place.
There's literally no reason it wouldn't.
I have some bolts on the way right now to get the transmission.
The bell housing bolts?
Engine. Yeah.
So then you just need to buy the transmission mount bushing and the engine mount bushings.
Along with metal and gas.
Because our plan for doing the engine mounts is we're going to bolt the stock style of engine mount, but we're going to use Delrin, right?
I think it's Delrin, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to use Delrin engine mounts bolted to the same stock mounting spot. And then we're going to build the bracket that bolts to the RB that's going to then bolt down to the actual engine mount. So it'll be actually really similar to how they did it from the factory, but for an RB
nice.
set.
It's saving me money, the fact that they already had, even though they're cut, they already have the actual plates on the engine.
Yeah, the actual RB20 had some engine mounts on it. They were just cut, but we can kind of reuse part of that at least to help, which will definitely save some money. But yeah.
So that's basically where we stand with the whole thing right now.
Yeah, if you guys are excited for this RB20 swap, man, make sure you guys subscribe and follow and whatnot.
It's getting close.
It's getting really close to having the engine actually in, because we've only test fitted it with just the engine. We haven't test fitted the actual transmission with the engine yet, but we know it'll fit.
And like I said earlier, once we get the engine into the car, then I'm gonna do the water pump, the timing, and then probably exhaust manifold along with turbo and intake. And then once we have all that sitting on the engine and in the car, we're gonna get the wiring harness along with the ECU.
Yeah.
And then start the long process.
Have we
of
actually
wiring.
mentioned what ECU we're using yet?
No, well, I think we'll mention it when we get the
Yeah,
ECU.
we'll talk more about it when we get there. So, and I've done a lot of research on the specific ECU. They're pretty popular. So, anyway, that's all we have to update on, though, right?
That's all right now, yeah.
Yeah. So, if you guys, this is kind of a new thing. We're just kind of trying out one of these update videos, just kind of update you guys on everything.
Well, 'cause
So-
we don't have a video.
Definitely not. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed it, stay tuned for more build videos because we'll be dropping one every Sunday, as we always do. So yeah, make sure you guys follow our Instagram and TikTok, which will be down in the description below. And see you guys next week.
I hope that was long enough.